tonight on AGR.
The South Australian Lake of Cockatoo. Well, cockatoos welcome you.
So you drive in, and as you can see, there's a road and trees and the lake. Doesn't seem to be any water in it at the moment.
There's playgrounds.
Yeah.
And there is a lake. It's right there.
Jeez, what happened to the lake? You try and tell me this is it?
It looks like crap.
It does. There's nothing, no water left in it. Oh, this could be a big fizzer. And look, kids playing on the slides. But last time I come here, Floyd, this was full of water. It was a huge big lake.
Well, you haven't been here since 1980 something?
Yeah.
1987, excuse me.
So, Floyd, this is a subway. This is Cockatoo Lake. When I came here, Floyd, we came here, I reckon the last time I was here was about, I think it was like 1986, or I think it was, 87, 86, 87. Long time ago. But this was full of water. Like, it was just full of water. And we were like, I remember we were all like, geez, this is a nice lake. Because we were working up here at the time. At the sawmill up here. We were like, oh man, look at this lake. You come back here now and it's just dry. There's nothing left. It is over there. Look at try and zoom in on that. There's a bit of water over there, but.
Was this tree here then?
Oh yeah, of course. How could I forget?
It wasn't.
Look at this. A few old stubbies and that all still here.
I want to break that.
Yeah, but you do want to break it, Floyd, because you always want to break things.
Can I break it?
No, just leave it.
But I want to.
So, yeah, she's a bit of a fizzer. Yeah, get out of it.
I want to break it.
Gee, leave it. Well, yeah, someone will cut themselves on glass.
It's not like anyone's going to walk in barefoot here.
But yeah, it looks like,
It's dead.
yeah, it looks like everything's dead, doesn't it? Of course, this is normally probably underwater, all this. Well, not normally, but it would have been once, for sure. Actually, Floyd, if you have a look here, if you have a look at this tree here, I reckon you can see the mark there where the water probably was once. See that? Which is, you know, that's nearly, well, it's up to my chest.
This looks like a dead crop sweat.
So, you know, and you can see it over there too, that one over there. You see that sort of, that watermark. Gives you an idea of how much water can be in this place.
These can break really.
There's a lot of birds over there. I don't know what sort. We can't sort of get over there because it's a bit boggy here. I'm not game to go too far in case.
It looks like the Great Depression.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah. See that? It's all dry there. It's terrible. Bit of firewood around here though. Probably not allowed to touch it. Don't know. Probably for your own campfire or something. Yeah, but it's a bit of a fizzer, this one. Big fizz. So yeah, like I was saying, when I come here, Floyd, that's going back 34 years ago, come here. I was only about, I don't know how old, I wasn't very old. Just a young buck. I'll see if I can get this here. Oh no, it doesn't matter. Oh, this one, Floyd, funny looking tree. Mm-hmm. She's fallen over at one stage. You got a big hole in it. And it's growing up again. See that? It's funny, isn't it? I can see where this, there, that bit you're on goes right out there. And it's growing right out there, man.
It looks like the body of a dead elephant.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how it can fall over like that and still grow. You see the roots are still
That
in the
must be
ground.
where rabbits and wombats and snakes live.
Yeah. Remember that place at Flinders Ranges, Floyd? It had all those dead kangaroos and all the trees and stuff. Yeah, you're still upset about that. Ow. Same with this one, Floyd, see? It's fallen over, but then it's still growing up into a good solid tree. What's this? It's a pillow.
The hell is a pillow doing here?
I don't know. Someone must have been sleeping under here.
Or they probably better left it for the wombats.
Yeah.
That's probably where wombats live.
No. I think wombats live underground, not in logs. Funny trees, isn't it? Like some of them. Look at this one up here, Floyd.
Well, maybe possums live in it.
Eh?
They just go sleep in it at a time at night, probably.
Yeah. So still out here and quiet, isn't it?
Yeah.
You could hear a pin drop.
Like,
Oh, did you hear that? Thought I could hear a pin drop then. Did you have a pin?
ton?
Were you carrying a pin? I thought I
A pin.
heard one, a pin. Look at this, look at the, oh, this. It's a massive big blob.
Whoa! It scared me.
Look at that, there's a big blob on it.
Oh,
That
crap.
is so funny. What?
My meatball.
A meatball? Meatball
I guess
Subway.
the rats can eat my bread too.
Yeah. Good. That is really.
I guess the animals can eat that.
I wonder how it got to be that
Are these
shape.
broken thistles?
Then you go up there, look at it. I don't know.
These things are sharp.
Yeah. There's some big blobs on these things. If you cut these off, you can actually make like people make tables out of them, things like that. They really can be very expensive. Oh, the ones up there might not be much good, a bit small, but this one here is fair size. You could sort of cut it off, slice it off with a chainsaw. I remember once we cut, well, when we were in Nannup, West Australia, we carted some of these. This bloke had cut them off, these things, and he sells them to Japan. And apparently they cut them off into tiny little pieces.
What year was that?
This is going back in the 1980s. Yeah. So those things can actually be worth a lot of money.
That?
I have no idea. Like I said, I wouldn't have a clue who he was. We carted for him, took a truck ride up into Fremantle.
How did you?
To the port, Fremantle port. Yeah, that was many years ago, Ford, many years ago. But anyway, this is the famous Cockatoo Lake. It's not really that famous, to be honest. It's just Cockatoo Lake. Yeah, it's not very famous. It's just Cockatoo Lake. And there's nothing left here other than a little bit of water over there. So it was all a bit of a disappointment really, but still, whatever. How are you gonna know until you look? But yeah, we're signing off. This is the Aussie Just Random channel. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Wayne. For those of you who do know me, my name is Wayne as well. But yeah, this is Aussie Gus Random. I was thinking I'd call it AGR channel, the AGR channel, Aussie Gus Random. You know, Aussie Gus Random is a bit hard to remember. AGR, signing off from AGR. White kangaroos in here, albinos, albinos, hopping away. Let's see if I can get in there. Can't see for the sun. Yeah, it's just in this farm here, white albinos. I didn't see them too well. We saw one in the zoo at Hall's Gap the other day, a few. I've never seen them before, and all of a sudden now I've seen.
We've seen these before.
No, that was a Hall's Gap Zoo. We saw some, but I've never seen any before that. So it's funny how we. Oh, hang on. It's funny how suddenly you go from not seeing any to, you know, seeing some in a couple of weeks of each other or whatever. Yeah, rightio. Let's hit the road again forward. This is just near that Cockatoo Lake where we're at, but it's Cockatoo Lake's up near Narracourt. It's between Narracourt and Padthaway. Yeah, you have to Google that one on the map. No, I don't think so. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't think it is. Look at the old gate, would you? Hang on.
It's a gate from the British Empire.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Just trying. Doesn't seem to want to open, does it? It doesn't. Or maybe I've got to lift it. Wait, you push that down, I'll lift it. one open. Well, let's climb over it. I think you'd be allowed to look around, Floyd. Struan. S-T-R-U-A-N.
What do you mean?
Well, that's what it's called, this place, Struan. This was, see...
What's that doing there?
Yeah, that must have been the old...
What's that, a graveyard?
This graveyard, yeah. Look at the old gate.
Another British Empire gate.
British Empire, yeah.
Although I don't
Look
know
at the
why.
trees, would you? They're pretty big, aren't they?
I know. Let's go see that graveyard.
Some old posts. These posts would have been here a while, wouldn't they?
Would it?
Look at that old one over there. See that post leaning against the tree?
Why is it
Looks
even
like one
there?
of those real old posts. Yeah, very big trees.
Graveyard. This might be one of the coolest things.
Yeah. Now, wait a sec. A little bit bright. There's some old ones here, isn't there?
Oh, there's even a pot up the top of the graveyard.
A what?
A pot.
Pot.
Yeah, it's a top.
Oh, yeah.
And it's on.
What's that say there? I'll just try and...
It says, in memory of John Robertson, who was born at Duxton, actually I don't know that.
Dunacton, Inverness Shire, Scotland in 1809. Arrived in Australia in 1838. Settled at Robertson's Plains, only died at Struan House, 31st of March 1880. And his wife Susan, who was born at Kincara, Inverness Shire, Scotland.
Inverness.
Died at Struan House, 27th of May 1906. So, when did he die? He died... Oh, he died in 1880. She died in 26 years later. Yeah, it's a bit hard to see it with these. Some of these are old graves. Oops, I'm not zooming. Oh, hang on, where did I get in there zoom? There, they're very old graves. Yeah, they're all Robinsons. They used to, I think this mob, they used to, see there's a big house over here, massive great house.
It is?
Yeah, Struan House.
Is it a mansion?
Well, it was in its day, but nowadays, he died in 18th April 1927. But nowadays it's like a research centre for farming and stuff, I think. Look at that old pine there. It's like a Norfolk pine. It's not a Norfolk pine, I don't think. I'm not sure what sort of pine that is. That's growing up in between these massive great things. Died in 1903. What? Yeah, the ground's caving in here by the looks. We'll end up falling inside their graves if we're not careful. This bloke died in 1958. John Clive, only son of James and Sarah Robinson. They're all Robinsons. Yeah, and I think they were the original land owners of this place. Well, they're nearly all Robinsons, some ones, not. Susan May Clark.
Wow,
She died in 1968. 1929. Oh, died 1968.
he's Rudder.
Huh?
He's
Oh,
Rudder.
Ruffer. Yeah, Graham Anthony Ruffer Clark.
Oh, Dad, it also says some other things on his grave.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
Also Mary Pender. The second daughter of John and Susan Robinson. Born at Struan House, February 1869. She died at Glenaroche, December 11th, 1950. Bit hard to read, isn't it? It's pretty bright. The sun is certainly shining. Look at that old pine there, she's a beauty. gratitude of the memory of the heart. If ever people deserve gratitude at the hands of another, the South Eastern District deserve it from me. I've received kindness from one and all during the residence of 10 happy years of many sunny memories.
Is this Jesus?
This is Mary McKillop, what she said in 1907. She's a saint.
Wait, this
now.
is what she said?
Yeah.
In 1907?
Yeah. Her experience in life tells us that it is the circumstances and the people that make our happiness in the sphere into which we are thrown. If it be so, how much do I owe the people of the bush? No?
On the book he's saying.
Yeah. So that's Mary McKillop. And I know what you're thinking, Floyd.
Yeah?
Boy, geez, she's a funny looking person.
That's a scary. That's a scary face.
Yeah, it is rather, but I'm sure she looked a bit better than that. And this bloke here is rather unusual looking chap, or is it a girl? I think it's a girl, actually. Yeah. But no, that's Father Woods, is it? Yeah, I can't see. Get a close up of him. Oh, geez, you can barely read that now. But that's, I can't even read it, barely. I'll go and move up here anyway, because I might see something that tells you a bit more about it. Please sign the visitor's book. Your comments will be much appreciated on your visit to Father Woods Park. Thank you. When out in the far bush, in the prosecution of my duties has been most delightful employment to study the great unpublished work of nature. That must be Father Woods too, but it's pretty hard to read, isn't it?
It's an incredible.
Yeah.
It's an incredible.
Good song. I just gone. Pretty amazing though, isn't it, Floyd? When you look at it, this is just out of wood. Now look, that one's rotting a bit now. See this?
Well, all of them are rotting. This is from it. This is a piece.
Yeah, don't
from
pull
it.
anything off it. Yeah, it's starting to rot
Look,
away
the
a bit.
hand's rotting away.
Probably you can only protect it for so long from the weather.
I think there's a photo of me at one of these. That might be the only one that doesn't
Your
have
gentlemanly
any scars on it.
conduct and kindly bearing have won
This one has a
for
bunch
you
of
the
scars
respect and esteem of all classes and creed. Testimonial residents of the Southeast, 1867.
Ooh,
That's
cool, too.
Father Julian Tennyson Woods. So you go to
Tennyson Woods.
Tennyson Woods College. He's the actual who it's named after.
Wow.
Would use his skill as a writer and narrator to highlight government attitudes because he's in the provision of district roads and reliable pastoral service. In fact, 65 election of local MP John Riddick and Adam Lindsay Gordon. He was vice president of the Penal Mechanics Institute, to which he donated some scientific material. Hey, woohoo! Man, he's a funny looking bloke, isn't he? Oh, look at him, Floyd. Is that a tooth? A white tooth he's got there. He's only got one tooth. The other bloke's hiding behind him. I can see you there. Something. Yeah, I can see you. Oh, yeah. This is a good carving.
The bush priest.
Yeah.
He might be the only one that doesn't have any scars on him besides his foot.
I've been many nights out in the bush and slept on my saddle many a time. 10 years in the bush, only 16.
Father Woods.
That's Father Woods. He looked after a lot of young, kids who were, what do you call them, homeless and stuff, I think.
He seemed like a good man.
Yeah, I think he was. And I think he was with Mary McKillop, you know.
This is a beautiful statue.
Embarked on a stormy voyage to Rhodes, followed by 2 days of horseback to take his appointment at Panola in 1957. Hey? Yeah, that's a pretty good one. You can see there, even his boots starting to...
His boots starting
You'd
to
have to
break,
just,
but
I suppose they have to
but
just
his
keep
whole surface
repainting that all the time.
It's incredible.
Edmund Tennyson often stayed with Donald and Catherine MacArthur here on the original Limestone Ridge station, where he is said to have meditated, prepared sermons, celebrated mass under a large red gum known as Father Wood's tree. Oh, that's Father Wood's tree, so that must have been where he did his sermon. I'll just go and see if I can zoom in on that one. Under that tree back in 1860 something or whatever it was. Oh yeah, those old red gums, look at the size of the thing, pretty big.
Huge.
Yeah.
It's incredible, but it's a very